Today on Jer and Geoff Eat New West, we're trying some Korean street food.
But in an actual establishment. We're going to Tigigo. Tigigo.
We're gonna screw up some of the names.
Yeah, we're yes, they're Korean words, so it's not our native dialect, so it's a little bit challenging. But Tigigo is, as far as I know, that's how it's pronounced. Bunsik, which maybe is the street food.
Maybe.
Portion of it.
Could be.
Yeah. If you're Korean and you're watching this, I'm so sorry.
You can judge it. It's fine. So we got invited. This is a brand new restaurant in New West. They've only been open for a week. So the owners are a husband and wife. They've opened up this restaurant and they invited us to come down and try it, which was really kind of them.
Starting off, well, let's just go in order with how we ate. Korean sushi, which a lot of people, like, you've been to sushi places in the US, you've had kind of their take on Japanese sushi rolls, but they have their own, like, cooked roll, which is, it has ham in it, it has that imitation crab.
It was very interesting talking to the owner about what the difference between Japanese sushi and Korean sushi is. And I wasn't familiar with it at all. I've never had Korean sushi before. It's not raw, that it's cooked. So we were having crab and ham in the roll, but it was all cooked before it was put in. And also not eaten with soy sauce, which was interesting.
No wasabi, no soy sauce, no ginger. The way he explained it to us was that it was pre-sauced. It had a bit of a sweetness to it, but different. Yeah, it wasn't like a normal, even though it looked exactly like a sushi roll. But because of the things that were inside it, it tasted kind of like it's really like its own thing. It feels weird to eat sushi and not be dipping it in.
Yeah,
soy sauce and wasabi. So it was a little weird to get used to it because it just kind of feels like it's missing something. But that's you assured us this is how they eat it. So. Was good with some kimchi too, but it did totally different, but good and kind of, nice to try something different. So after that we had the Korean fried chicken, which a lot of people have tried before, and I thought it was really good. It was I don't remember the name of the sauce.
Yang
little good like heat level. I think this is a 1 chili. I don't know if maybe they don't have 3 chilies, but there is on the menu it does have a chili, but it's sweet and spicy.
Nothing we ate was overly spicy. It had a really nice spice to it. In fact, that was, I think, to me, one of the standouts of the restaurant was we ordered 2 dishes that were marked as spicy. Nothing was, oh, this is getting in the way of me enjoying it. But enough kick, especially that one. The other one we'll get to is a little different. But this one, enough kick that you felt it, but not, it wasn't taking away like...
No, your mouth's not on fire and everything after tastes like fire. It was good. It was
I thought the flavor on that one, that was my favorite dish of everything we ate, was the fried chicken. Yeah. The spice was great. I have enough experience eating at other Korean fried chicken restaurants.
Say, we tried a lot of them around.
I thought this was top tier. It really stood out to me. I would go and order that again for sure. And
it's worth mentioning too, the portion we had, he half portioned it, half sized it. Usually it's a larger portion just because it's just too much food when it's just Geoff and I trying to power through, showcase a restaurant's menu items without just wasting it. I think we've made a pretty good dent in all of
I think the perfect way to do this restaurant is to go with like 4 people and all order a few dishes, share, and try a little bit of everything and then drink some soju.
Yeah.
It would be a nice
true
way
family style.
Yeah. That chicken, I like, no matter what kept coming out, I kept coming back to it. It was, even when we hit the point where we were like, I've eaten way too much, I'm so full, I still was like, well, 1 more piece of chicken.
I was ready to pack. I was ready to pack it up. Yeah, and then you decided to polish that one off. So it was a lot of food.
Yes.
I'm so incredibly full right now.
Yeah.
After that came out the, wait for it, oh geez, Geoff, this is...
Well, it's the name of the restaurant.
It's the name of the restaurant.
Tigigo, we're gonna butcher this.
There's 2 T's. Tteokbokki.
Tteokbokki.
If
somebody let us know how to, because I hate saying dish names wrong, and I know
we're like complete idiots.
Yeah, but we can talk about the dish.
We can talk about it.
So this one, first off, before we even talk about what it was, this was the one that the owners really thought showcased what they do.
very popular dish in Korea.
We asked them what they were most proud of. This was the dish that they were like, you really need to try this one. And it was interesting. It came with these like rice cake tubes. There was fish cake in there. There was an egg. There were some veggies and stuff. And there was a sauce. It was quite red, and it was like a pepper sauce.
Yeah, I think you said it was a red pepper.
Yeah.
A bit of spice to it. I wasn't sure if like, is it tomato based? What is this?
And just a little bit of spice, like not over at all. It was actually more sweet than spicy, I thought.
Yeah, and it's probably worth getting a fork and knife if they have it, because the fish cake it's challenging.
Yeah.
It's a big slice of pizza in there that's a little bit hard to eat.
Yes, you had a hard time with that. And then I forgot, there was also sort of it almost looked like a sushi roll, but it had kind of glass noodles and then deep fried on the outside.
Yeah, and then
that was tasty.
That was good.
I really liked it. Had a nice crunch to it. I thought that dish, of everything we tried, the flavor was quite different than what I'm used to.
Mm-hmm. I would have to agree. That's I may have had that before at some point, but it was definitely like some unique flavors, even like the textures going on.
Yep.
Even that like the doughy, almost like a
like
a
the little rice
gummy,
cake rolls.
like the rice cake rolls.
Yeah.
I don't want to say pasta because it tastes different than a
when it first came out, it almost looked like noodles and tomato sauce, but it's a very different experience.
Yeah, it looked. Yeah, that was the most interesting. And if you're used to Western food, it would probably be the biggest sort of stretching of what you're comfortable with. But it tasted really good.
Mm-hmm.
But I found it even like as we were eating, go back to the chicken.
Yes.
And the bulgogi, but then I keep going back. I feel like it grew on me even just as we were sitting there.
Yeah,
I don't know about this, and then come back and eat something else, and come back, and then at the end, I think we did almost.
Yeah, because I think you commented after you had your first rice cake. You're like, I'm not sure about that.
Yeah.
But I saw you go back for more rice cakes after, so you were certainly eating more of them. We also had the beef bulgogi. This was beef marinated in soy sauce. It came out on a plate with a bunch of vegetables, tons of mushrooms on it.
There were so many mushrooms.
Yes.
I don't normally, like, that's not my normal go-to when I'm doing Korean food. Like, sometimes I'll do the bibimbap.
Yeah.
Just because it's just so fun and good. But I feel like anytime I've ever had it, I've never seen so many mushrooms in there, which is good because I'm a fan.
Well, and I thought the beef had so much flavor. It was tender. It was marinated, I thought, fantastically. Like, I really enjoyed the beef.
Good flavor.
Beef bulgogi.
Yeah.
Especially
nice with some rice.
Yeah.
We forgot to order.
Yeah, we forgot to order rice, but also we had so much food that when we realized we had forgotten to order rice, we were like, could you put any rice in your stomach at this point?
There was no point at that.
Yeah.
We were basically done.
We kind of have a surprise bonus review.
Yeah, which was a surprise for us.
Yeah, there's actually two separate establishments in this restaurant. There is the Korean street food section, but there's also a little coffee shop, and they are not the same owners.
Yeah, Michelle was running that. Yeah,
Java Cafe.
Yeah.
While we were finishing the meal, they just brought us some coffee and said, try our coffee, and I thought this was a total treat.
We both needed it too after that.
Oh
that
yeah, the sort of
fading away
2:00 afternoon food coma.
Like a little coffee fairy shows up and says,
"Yeah,
would you guys like some coffee?"
Yeah, it was great.
Yes, I would.
So they brought out. I had a lazy macchiato. And this was sort of like a regular macchiato, but they had some cinnamon in there.
The latte art was cool too.
Yeah, yeah, great presentation. I did.
Oh, we did.
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Insert picture.
It was delicious, and I don't think I would ever not go for the Korean food and not finish with grabbing a coffee.
It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had the caramel macchiato, and that's not really a coffee I ordered, but those are the two that they kind of were.
She kind of talked you into it.
Really proud of. Yeah, it was a tasty treat. I'm like, who doesn't like caramel?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was kind of nice and sweet, and just a really nice way to finish off. It was almost like a dessert a bit.
Yeah.
Give you a little bit more energy too.
They're in I think, a tough location. They're not going to get a lot of people just walking by random. I mean, I guess a lot of people walk over that overpass every day, but it's a little out of the way, right? Like I think you got to go to it as opposed to just, I'm walking down the street and here's Hans or whatever.
And I think, like, maybe this is a sidebar, but maybe also worth mentioning in this, it does seem like more people are reaching out to us to do promo videos, but out of a place of kind of necessity, just because we're pushing on a recession here. There's just not as much money going around to go out, and that seems to be one of the first things that people cut is going out to restaurants. We've already lost 2 pubs in the last week and a bit here. They're probably going to be the first couple of a few, unfortunately, that we're going to lose. So if you can go out and try a place, maybe if you only go out once a week, or whether it's once a month, maybe try a new place that you might be a favorite. You don't know unless you try it. So
yeah, give them a try. Or I mean, if you already order fried chicken, here's a new one to try, and they're a contender. So I would definitely give them a chance. I quite enjoyed my meal.
Definitely, we'll be back for sure. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Let us know in the comments what you think, if you're going to try it, what you're excited to try. It's always good to have that engagement. So let us know. That was a fun one to do. It was nice always nice to try a new restaurant in town. Thanks for watching. Bye.